Yes, indeed. Rock Circus still chilling back at Mayhem Festival. We're with Joel Stroetzel, guitar player of Killswitch Engage. Great band, been around for a minute now. You guys have
a few minutes.
You've been propagating your music for quite some time now, and you have a new CD out. I don't have it, sorry. Just the self-titled. Second album, yeah. I'm getting all fucked up on that.
A lot of people are giving us a little flack for that, but
I thought maybe you guys thought it was like bookends with your other CDs in the middle.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know, Joel. But yeah, tell us a little bit about that. You brought in, obviously, Brendan O'Brien. Went on. Well, part of the band went to Southern Recording Studios, and you guys went back.
Yeah.
No, you didn't feel comfortable there, or
it wasn't really a comfort thing. It was more of a convenience thing. Like we went down. All of us went down for a week to track drums. Yeah. And we brought the drum tracks back home. All our gear was there. Just, studio we're comfy working in. Close to home. Go home at the end of the night and stuff like that. So we just thought we could be able to get more work done in less time if we kind of did it at home.
You weren't trying to keep Adam away from Howard at all? No,
that was kind of part of the reasoning behind getting somebody outside.
Man,
So there tends to be some tension between those guys when they bounce ideas off each other. So
I heard it gets a little sticky sometimes.
It can, yeah. Nothing bad.
No.
Man, they just kind of get bummed on each other. So
it's like me and my younger brother. We just
exactly,
can't dive, man.
It worked out well, man. So we went back to Massachusetts and did the guitars at home. Howard stayed down with Brendan working on vocal ideas while we were doing that. So it was kind of, for the first time, we were all spread out working on the record in different places.
It was like through satellite, you know what I mean? Through the internet, it was like cool.
You think that would have made it more efficient, but it's funny, this is the longest it took us ever to make a record, so I'm not sure why that is.
Oh, really?
Writing it was easy, the actual finishing it in the studio was tricky. So.
I thought you didn't get as much time. I thought, I wasn't sure. I thought I read in Guitar World. You didn't get as much time as...
Well, it was weird.
Was Brendan working on something else?
We were under time constraints, man. We wanted to have it done before we did the Music as a Weapon tour, which unfortunately didn't happen. So that when it wasn't done then, we obviously weren't going to bail on the tour and screw the Disturbed guys over. So we were like, well, we're going to have to put things on hold. And so little things happened throughout those 2 months, but it just kind of took forever. And once it finally came out, we're just like, thank God it's out there, man. long process. It just took longer than it should have,
Well, I guess you were more accustomed to Adam to doing it all, you know what I mean, and him tweaking, because you're on a producer's time now.
Adam's he's one of these like stubborn Polish dudes. Let's get in there at 10 in the morning. We'll work till midnight. We'll get this thing done. Yeah. And Brendan's so relaxed. He's like, hey, let's work on stuff for like an hour, see how it goes. And he's like, take off and see the fam. And if you guys have any questions or new ideas, give me a call. It's like, so we're like, oh, so we weren't really working, as hardcore. He's more of a relaxed guy, more about the vibe and stuff, which was great for Howard. Yeah. I think it really made a difference with him. So
his voice is just like huge on this record.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a little more time between things so he could push himself further. There's definitely some melodies.
Like
they're a little
broke
bit more
another boundary of singing almost. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he's always done a lot of melodic stuff, but this time he really kind of Brendan pushed him a lot in that direction, which I think is cool, man. Yeah, something a little different.
That's great. I love it, man. The kids should love it too. Now, what about your guitars? You have your own custom guitar, and you have your own line as well, don't you?
Working on it actually with. Comparison guitars out in Japan.
Yeah.
So I've been playing their guitars for I don't know 6, 7 years. I've been playing them now, and so we just started over the last year or two to work on a signature model, which hopefully should be out next year, with any luck. So.
How long? I mean, is that the sole guitar you use through all the recording? Or?
I use my comparisons for all the recording stuff. Adam was using Parker stuff.
It's really similar looking to a Strat, isn't it?
It's pretty close actually. Yeah. It's like a Strat with no pickguard almost.
Yeah.
But the new one's a little bit more Paul Reed Smith-like. It's in shape. It's a little, kind of like a combination of a Strat and a Paul, somewhere in between.
Did you just start using that?
I've been using the prototype of the Signature live lately, just kind of checking it out and doing some tweaks on it.
Did you use the other? What was the other one?
The TAT.
PRS.
The PRS.
You were a big fan of the PRS?
I'm a big fan of PRS. Yeah, I have a few of them at home that I used to use way back before I ever got in touch with comparison guys, and I told them that those were kind of some of my favorite guitars, and we get some of those elements of the style, body shapes, and the way the neck feels and stuff like that. So excited, man.
That's great. Did you use an orange amplifier a little bit? I read.
We did. It was a Tiny Terror we used for a bunch of overdubs.
Now, how big are they?
It's like a 7 or 15 watt head. It's like 3 knobs on it. Really simple to use. So we're using that with a combination of overdrive pedals to do some of the weird textural stuff, and worked out pretty well.
Well, your leads, the leads on both your parts sound really, really good. I mean, they just really, each one seems to sing appropriately with the song, like Howard does in his, in the vocal range, but you're doing it in the guitar range. And it seems like that Brendan captured that a little more. And I don't know, the guitar world confused me because they said, do you do your own overdubs? And you said, well, yeah, I'm the only one with my vibrato status. And I'm like, well, didn't you think of that? I mean, but that would be weird if you actually would try to cover Adams and Adam covers
vibrato, and I have mine, and they line up pretty close. But we usually pick whoever's feeling the riff more in that particular song. Say, hey, if you're really feeling like playing that, you'll do both tracks here, and then I'll switch and I'll do the next part. And so that way, it just makes it easier to line things up.
Were you guys like really excited with this recording arrangement this time? As far I mean, did it help?
It was kind of a strange process. Like I said, I think if we had done it on our own, it would have been done faster. I don't know if it would have been done better though. So it's a trade-off. I think in the end it worked out really well, but it was a little bit frustrating how long things were taking.
Because you were, like I said before, so accustomed to that way.
Yeah, we had our formula. We've done every record that way, and we just kind of go in and knock it out. And this time it's completely different. So, but that's what we wanted. We need that going into it. So this might be a struggle. It might be weird. It's going to be completely different.
Yeah.
But hopefully the record will sound different because of it. Because it's the biggest fear we had. Is like, we don't want to make the same record again.
Oh no, absolutely.
I feel like Heartache and Daylight were kind of similar. It's time to kind of step out of our comfort zone. Do something a little different.
It's great, man. It's great. I dig the work. Howard, like I said, Howard's voice it rings through, and your guys' guitar work and everything else, it just comes together nice. And
awesome,
would you consider on the next CD using another producer, or will you try maybe self-produce? Have you guys kicked that around at all?
I think it worked out really well for Howard. You said, I think musically, I don't really know if we necessarily would need to next time.
No,
we usually kind of, Adam's pretty good at that side of things, and even the vocal stuff too. The biggest benefit is to, Howard doesn't take anything personally that Adam says, and vice versa when they're trying to work out vocal stuff usually. So we figured we'd kind of get him out and let him do his own thing this time with somebody else. And so if we were to do it, maybe we'd have somebody work with just Howard. We'd do all the music and stuff, get it ready for him, say, here you go.
That'd be a great idea.
You finish it up.
Here's all the, it's all polished. You just bring it in and do it.
For sure.
No, the video off this CD is what's Starting Over?
Starting Over.
Yes, that's a good one. I like it. What made you pick that to be the first video track?
It was actually the label's choice. They figured it had kind of elements of everything. Simple, kind of like the chorus is almost so simple and catchy. It's like cheesy, It's just like one of those basic rock tune choruses, and it's still got some of the gallop riffs and the harmony stuff. Got some double bass. It's got kind of all the elements of.
They like a good mix of everything, but more of a
we didn't want to
commercially viable sound.
Yeah, so it's like it's not one of the ones in the record that's completely like all rock and roll, but it's not completely all metal. So it's
not like Never Again, man. It just comes off barking in your face, man. It's great shit. It's great shit.
Thanks,
do you get off on playing that like live? Is it settled in as a band from transition to recording to playing live?
Some of the we've been doing Reckoning and Starting Over, Light in the Darkened World. I think in the next tour we're gonna start doing Never Again.
Cool.
So we're just kind of slowly adding them into the set. The longer the record's out, obviously, hopefully the more people will be familiar with the songs. So we don't want to play all new songs just yet.
No. Are you doing another tour after the Mayhem Fest? You already have that lined
for
up?
Sure, man. We're going to Canada after this, and trying to work out some stuff in Europe with In Flames, South America.
Oh yeah, sweet.
So we're busy till the end of the year, man.
Great. Even into to 10. 2010.
We'll see.
I was like to say 010.
We haven't gotten that far yet, but maybe in the next couple of months.
Just playing it like by a year for now.
Yeah, we get the next few months booked after this.
That's cool. Are you guys is the label working on another video for?
We haven't really talked about it yet, man. I think maybe when we get back from this tour, we can talk about that a little bit and see which one they feel is going to be next. So.
Maybe do like a live one or something. Like a cool one.
For sure, man.
Get out
of the green screen stuff.
Yeah. No imagery, just you guys jamming, man, live. With the crowd, that's always a great second way to approach a video. But thanks, Joel, for your time. I appreciate it. Joel from Killswitch Engage, Rock Circus.